Welcome to Volunteer Vibes. I'm Denise Middleton. So glad that you guys could join us. Happy Friday. Hopefully, you guys are able to get out and enjoy this beautiful weather. It is absolutely gorgeous out today. And this weekend is not looking bad either. So, hopefully, you guys can get out and have some fun and also put in some volunteer work if you can. So, we have a lot of things happening this weekend as usual. So I want to go ahead and bring in Marlene Rivera. She is with Bayou City Art Festival. Well, they're putting on the Bayou City Art Festival. Good morning to you. So glad you could join us.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me. So the Art Colony Association puts on the Bayou City Art Festival, which the Art Colony Association, it provides unique art experiences and education for the greater Houston community by bringing diverse artists throughout the entire country to the Bayou City Art Festival and also supporting the local nonprofit organizations such as the Museum of Fine Arts Houston, Give Us Pause, Women's Reach, among many other organizations that we partner with.
Right. So you all raise a lot of money for these non-profit organizations, right?
Yes, so this is the Bayou City Art Festival's 50th year, and with that, we've raised over $4 million. So we're super excited to be back after COVID and really just to bring a sense of community and to support other art organizations within the community as well.
So that is awesome. Describe what it's like for those who have maybe never attended the Bayou City Art Festival. What can they expect?
So what they can expect is a family-friendly environment where they can take a walk at the park, enjoy fantastic weather, and really get a intimate experience and get one-on-one interactions with the artist and to be able to experience those things with their families and really have a great sense of the community and the engagement within Houston as well.
And so what are some ways that people can help make this a success once again this year?
Great question. So to make this a success, most importantly, what it truly means is to have our volunteers. And they are extremely helpful and really are the backbone of this festival. So with the Art Colony Association provides more than 500 to 600 volunteers for the Bayou City Art Festival. And with the volunteers, there are many different volunteer positions that they can give their time for, such as artist relief. And with that, they'll be working closely with the artist, and volunteer relief, which means they are relieving other volunteers and they can work different booths, such as the information booth, or if they have interest working in media and communications, they can volunteer as a media assistant and help check in TV guest, amongst other different volunteer positions, such as ticket scanning, which means they're scanning in the patrons as they're entering the festival.
That's awesome. So how many volunteers do you need right now?
So right now we're looking for about 100 more volunteers. We're always looking for volunteers. This year, with it being 3 days, we could definitely use some of the more needed times, which would be like early Friday morning and then the last day, which is Sunday evening. Those tend to be, which could be the most difficult to have those spots filled.
Okay, and what should they know, if this is their first time volunteering with you guys? Do they need to wear a mask? Is there anything they need to bring with them?
Fantastic question. So with the mask, so the festival is outdoors and there are crowds. The masks are advisable to keep COVID protocol in mind. Just some quick pointers for people that are volunteering for the first time. Always wear comfortable shoes. You could be on your feet for about 3 to 4 hours. If you decide you want to do the ticket scanning, it would be advisable to bring an extra battery pack, as you will be using your own phone to scan in the patrons. Wear a hat and apply sunscreen prior to your shift. With the volunteers, the Bayou City Art Festival does provide a t-shirt, and with the volunteers, they can also enter their name into the volunteer raffle and win really cool prizes. And we always look forward to having our volunteers back.
Oh, that is cool. Well, tell us about some of those prizes.
So those prizes could be to museums, the theaters. We always get just a generous amount of donations. The Museum of Fine Arts Houston always gives out like season passes, Alley Theater, the Houston Museum of Natural Science, local restaurants, the Burger Joint, Tootsie's, just a variety of different raffles and gift cards, and they're extremely generous, and we're always looking forward just to have more support for the art festival, and especially for the hardworking volunteers that really put in their time and dedication and their love for the festival.
That sounds nice. And we do have some comments this morning. We have one from Dana. She would like information on booth space there.
So with booth space there, for the volunteers, whenever they enter, they will be going to the volunteer check-in, and that is a specific booth area where the volunteers can check in, and if they need to get snacks and water, they are able to go to that. It would be like the volunteer headquarters for the volunteers. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, guys, just keep putting your comments and questions here, and we'll try and get them answered as quickly as possible. Good morning, everyone. Thank you guys for commenting and asking questions. Now, I understand you also have another event coming up later in March. Is that right? You're going to need some volunteers for that as well, I assume.
Yes. So the Bayou City Art Festival is March 25th, 26th, and 27th, located at Memorial Park.
All right. And how many volunteers do you need?
Right now, we're looking for an additional 100 volunteers.
Okay. All right. So are there any other volunteer opportunities aside from this one is what I was referring to, actually?
Yes. So the volunteer opportunities would be through our website, and there they can apply, and they're going to detail as far as the different specific shifts, if they would like to volunteer at the volunteer check-in, if they would like to work the information booth, be a media assistant, a greeter, a ticket scanner, artist relief, specifically like patron art pickup whenever patrons purchase their art. Those positions, there's quite a bit of volunteer opportunities for next weekend.
I see. Okay, wait. Okay, so Dana is asking again. She's saying, "So sorry. I would like information on being a vendor." Can you help her out with that?
Great question, Dana. Unfortunately, our vendor applications are closed for this year. If you're interested for our fall festival, those will be open coming around August.
All right. Well, there are lots of volunteer opportunities and positions there. So I hope you guys are able to get all of those positions filled. Marlene, thank you so much for coming on this morning. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. All right. So we have another guest with us this morning, and let's go ahead and bring her in. This is Kat Doveno. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. So Kat is with the Down Syndrome Association of Houston, and World Down Syndrome Day is this Sunday. So she's here to talk to us and tell us what they're doing and the volunteers that they're going to need. But first, just tell us about the association and what you all do in the community.
So we started in 1974. It was just a group of parents meeting in the basement of Texas Children's Hospital. They decided that more information needed to be shared about their children with Down syndrome. And they kind of just went out finding other parents, teaching doctors, community members, schools, and helping educate them. And in all these years, we've grown to now cover not just Houston, but the surrounding areas. We've got hundreds of families. We actually helped Texas Children's create the Texas Children's Down Syndrome Clinic to specifically focus on them. We have our resource center on 290 in Tidwell, and that's where parents can call when they get a prenatal diagnosis or they have their child and they need assistance, answer questions. We offer programs to support the families. We have Coffee and Conversation, which is where moms and dads of newborns through age 5 can get together and talk and share stories and offer advice. A new program we're starting is PG-13 for parents and guardians of those 13 and up can talk, kind of a older version of Coffee and Conversation. We have a day program for individuals with Down syndrome 18 and up. We have social events we try to do once a month. We have community groups, so that since Houston is so large, the community groups help people stay local with their neighbors. And they can reach out to other families in the area to schedule get-togethers or ask for recommendations on doctors and things like that.
That is wonderful. So tell us about your needs for this weekend at fun at the old MacDonald's farm.
So we have 5 events. Old MacDonald's Farm is the one I'm looking forward to the most. But Monday, the 21st, is World Down Syndrome Day. It's to celebrate 321 because Down syndrome is a triple copy of the 21st chromosome. And this year, instead of just going to a park and inviting people to come to one event, Houston's big, so we took the events out to the area. We have on Saturday, 7 Acre Woods in Conroe. On Sunday, the 20th, we'll be at Old MacDonald's Farm from 3 to 5. We will be in Pasadena at the Vern Cox Center from 10 to 2. In Pearland at the Meridiana Oasis, and that's going to be from 11 to 6. And we'll be at in Katy at the McCullen Park from 11 to 2, having barbecues. So we just need volunteers to come out. We're going to have face painting, playing games, serving food, just kind of interacting with the families and just making sure they have a good time, because it's a day to celebrate their loved ones with Down syndrome, but also to help spread awareness and education through the community.
And looking at the pictures here, I'm looking at all these sweet smiles here. Talk about, what this means for them and how they feel to have this and to celebrate World Down Syndrome Day.
They don't get to celebrate a lot. They have a lot of struggles in life, and these are the days where we get to make them feel special, and they are superstars, and they enjoy getting to run around and having all the attention. And who doesn't like when everyone's giving them attention? But they enjoy the support, and they love meeting new friends. We have families that make lifelong friends from these events, and it's important to remind them that we're all more alike than different. So they deserve a day to be celebrated.
Absolutely. And I'm sure the volunteers really cherish these moments and get to make new friends and build new relationships, like you were saying. What are some other reasons why you would encourage them to get involved with this?
So not only does it change your life, you learn this love and acceptance and see see the world through eyes of someone different. And it helps you kind of realize there's bigger things in life, but you are not only making the difference in someone else's life, you're making the difference in their family's lives. You help give the parents time off when we have volunteers that can help us at events, and the parents get to relax for just a moment and take a break. You help the kids experience things they wouldn't get to experience normally. So it's one of those that benefits everybody when you volunteer for us.
Well, tell us about the volunteer age range that you're looking for and what else they might need to know before they head out.
So we tend to look for 16 and up. They can be younger if a parent or guardian is going to be with them. All the events are outdoors, so we're going to recommend comfortable clothes, comfortable shoes. Don't be afraid to get dirty, maybe an extra pair of clothes. But when you show up to the events, you can actually, to register, email volunteer@dsah.org, and we can get you assigned a time. And if there's a specific activity you want to do, we can let you sign up for that too.
That is awesome. So again, just in case you're just now joining us, even is happening on Sunday, March 20th, and you're celebrating World Down Syndrome Day that day, but and I said it incorrectly in the beginning, I'm sorry, but it's actually on Monday. You guys are just celebrating it Sunday.
Yes.
All right, and this is from 1:30 to 5:30. So if you guys are interested, of course, you can head to volunteerhou.org and sign up. There's a portal there, and it has all the information that you need. Kat, thank you so much. We appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thank you.
All right, and right now we want to bring in Volunteer Houston because they have so many, sorry, Kat. They have so many different opportunities to tell us about this morning. So, hey, Gayla, how are you?
Hey, Denise, I am great. This could not be a better weekend to start kicking off, getting outdoors. Things are opening up and start volunteering. It's a great weekend to do it.
Yes, the weather looks absolutely gorgeous. So what do we have going on this weekend?
So this weekend we have going on helping to fight food insecurity with Christ Rose Foundation. They have an event where they're planning to serve over 200 families food to help combat food insecurity. Now, this is labor intensive, so you're going to get there and be prepared to work. You're going to be helping to pack and sort food. You'll be loading boxes in and out of the cars, etc. It is a family-friendly event if the children are probably over 10 years of age, because when they're younger than that, sometimes, it can be a safety risk with all of the things moving around. It's on Saturday the 19th. The volunteer shift is from 9:30 to 3. They'll have water and some light snacks available. So you can go to volunteerhou.org to find more information. Be prepared to sweat, wear comfortable clothes, and as a safety protocol, because we still want to respect social distancing, they'll have sanitizing stations, gloves, masks, and they are going to do temperature checks. And please wear closed-toe shoes, no cute sandals, because we don't want anybody's perfect manicure getting jacked up because you drop something or whatever else. So we want to make sure that safety is always front and foremost. So please wear closed-toe shoes, dress comfortably, put on sunblock, but be prepared to sweat and to work to help fight food insecurity.
Hey, I love that. You know what? You're being honest with us, letting us know, hey, don't get that pedicure and come outside thinking you're looking cute. So thank you, Gayla, for that. What else do we have going on outside that we need to prepare for?
So we have a few other things coming up over the next few days. So starting next Friday, the Armand Bayou Nature Center is hosting their Prairie Fridays, where they'll be looking for volunteers who are interested in conservation and stewardship activities of our waterways and our nature areas. So they need help with you coming out to maintain the trails, do plant propagation, habitat restoration, and just do your part to help keep this beautiful nature center wild. It's every Friday, starting at 8:30 to noon through August. So you could literally sign up, bring your family, and this could be an every week activities. They also can accommodate groups. So if you've got a corporate group or a civic group or a fraternity or sorority, go out there, get dirty and help preserve the community. And it's out in Pasadena, so it's not in the immediate city of Houston. It's in Pasadena. So please consider going out to work with this great organization. They can take volunteers 14 and up. If you're under the age of 18, you do have to be accompanied by an adult. So can't drop your group off and then just leave and come back. You got to stay with them.
I love that. Good info, Gayla.
And so a couple other things we have coming up for the weekend of the 27th, which is Sunday. It's back. Herman Park is starting to host their kite festival again, and they need festival volunteers. They're going to need you to help load in, set up for all the vendors and activities, railroad safety, as well as tear down and load out. So the date is Sunday, March 27th, and there's 4 shifts. The shifts start as early as 7 o'clock in the morning till 11, 8 o'clock till 11, 11 to 2, and then 2 to 6. And you're going to be doing everything from loading in, setting up booths, railroad safety. And then if you do the last shift, which is 2 to 6, they need help with tear down, load out, and then wayfinding. So you can go to volunteerhou.org. And they're looking for probably close to 100 volunteers. And that will be a great way to be outdoors and see beautiful kites. If you've never been to the kite festival, volunteer, and then you get to see beautiful kites while you're out there.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I definitely want to take my kids out there. Gayla, thank you so much. And of course, if you guys want to look for other volunteer opportunities, you can always head to Volunteer Houston's portal at volunteerhou.org and check somewhere out. Gayla, were you going to say something else?
I have one last one. Okay. Starting in May, we have our Meals on Wheels Operation Impact. We're looking for a lot of volunteers to help pack food for our seniors because we give them shelf-stable meals for a week during hurricane season when our drivers can't get out due to weather issues and everything else. All the information is on volunteerhou.org, but we're going to be doing Harris County on the 14th, Galveston County on the 15th, and we're going to be helping to prepare our seniors for hurricane season.
That is so important. And before we get out of here, I just got to let you know that Helen says, Gayla, love your frames and your vivacious personality, girl.
I have them in black too, Helen.
Oh, okay. You have different colors. Okay.
Yes,
very stylish, Gayla. We'll be checking and see what frames you have on next week.
I'll switch them up.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us this morning. Marlene, Kat, Gayla, you guys have been so helpful. So hopefully you guys are able to get out this weekend and help out if you can and just leave a positive impact in the community, because that is our goal. So y'all have a good weekend. We will see you next week, Friday.
Bye, Denise. Bye, Marlene.
All right. Bye-bye.